right. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. So today we usually go live at 7:45 at nighttime. Today being Black Friday, I thought I'd go live a little bit earlier so we could do a little bit of holiday shopping together. We're going to give people here a few minutes to get in because this is not my, hey, Miss Southern Belle, it's good to see you. This is not my usual stream time. And I apologize if any of my friends are usually streaming at this time. I did my best to try to pick a time when other people are not typically live. So if I streamed over somebody else, I sincerely apologize. So we're going to give people a couple minutes to see if they want to pop in on this one, get those notifications out, and then we'll go right into doing some holiday shopping together. Hey, Cold Hearted, it's good to see you. Appreciate you. So any links that I put up tonight, any links that I put up are probably going to be affiliate links, which means that I will earn a commission. It's never at any extra charge to you. These are just brands that I work with or affiliate or that I'm an affiliate with that help to support my channel. So thank you for supporting them. And the charge, it's never any extra cost to you. The brands themselves absorb my commission out of their costs. So don't worry about that. Like, you're going to pay a higher fee or something like that. It doesn't work that way. All right. As usual, we only have a couple rules here, which is generally be kind to the mods and be kind to each other. No racism, no sexism, that kind of thing. And if you watch this on replay and you are not seeing the chat, that's not something I have control over. YouTube will screen the chat for a couple hours afterwards. It's usually available by the next day, but all the links that I'm going to show you today are in the description as well. So don't worry if you're missing if you're like, oh man, I would have liked to have that link or that discount code or whatever. It's in the description. So don't worry. You don't have to see the chat. If you can, it's fun because sometimes the audience gives a little bit of extra commentary with all this as well. Hey, Rebecca, it's good to see you. So today we're mostly, this is just going to be gifts that I think for preppers, survivalists, homesteaders, bushcraft. These kind of gifts. If you're one of those people and maybe you want to buy something for yourself today, fantastic. Maybe it's for somebody else in your life that's into this kind of thing. I think anything that I recommend here is either a product that I use myself or I've tested. I actually don't recommend, or I don't do reviews for products that I wouldn't personally use. When I've encountered that, I usually will contact the company and say, hey, I just can't recommend this to my audience, so I'm going to send it back to you. So anything that we talk about here is stuff that either I'm using or I've tested or I stand by, okay? All right, Scorpion, it's good to see you. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. So let's see. This is going to be my first time playing around with some of the tools here. And bear with me here. If it's a little bit slow and clunky at first, I'm sure I'll get my rhythm as we go. All right. If you hear me pausing and clicking, I'm just getting those things set up for you. All right. So first one here is, these are Nebo. They're called Nebo poppy lights. And we use these when we're doing power outages here. I'm going to give you a link in chat too. So if we've had power outages for hurricanes, things like that, this is generally our first go-to. These run on batteries. I think it's, let me see, AAA or AA? Where does it say it? AA batteries. And we have used these. So if you can see, you can run it like a spotlight like that, or if you pop it out, it becomes a lantern like that. And as you can see, and that gives you like 300 lumens, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 300 lumens, which is enough to light up a small room. So what we've done with these here is during hurricanes and power outages, we'll leave one of these going all night long in some of the rooms that are facing the street so that it shows people, hey, there's somebody here. I've talked about this before in terms of security for post-hurricane. When a lot of people evacuate the city, we typically stay behind, and people are looking for houses to loot. And what they're looking for is houses that aren't occupied. By showing that we've got some light going And if maybe you got a radio going, things like that, it shows that there's activity in the house, that this house is occupied by people, that there's people home. And so those looters are going to move on to somebody else. Light is your first line of security. Remember that. Light is your first line of security. That's one of the biggest things actually that can deter criminals. So not always, right? Like there's professional people, and if somebody wants to get into your house, they're going to try to figure out a way. But light is your first line of security. All right, Dawn TV, it's good to see you. How you doing? All right, going on to the next thing here. So that's the Nebo Poppy lamp, which is a great little product. Copy. All right, we're going to go to the next one here. Da, da, da. Why did that link not work? Hang on one second. I think I have to stop sharing in between. That might have been what it was. Hang on one second. There we go. All right, so the next one here. People often ask me for freeze-dried food. What do I recommend? And share screen. Why is this? Oh, there we go. All right, I told you I was going to be a little bit rusty in the beginning. I promise you I'll get into my groove. So Augustin Farms is probably one of the most affordable that I can find as far as freeze-dried food. So if you're looking for best tasting, I would say Mountain House, in my opinion, out of the ones that I've tasted. But Augustin is very, very affordable. So let's take a look here at the chili mix. So, whoops, where'd it go? Oh, $39.99 for a 3 pound 10-ounce can, right? There we go. Actually, right now on sale for 17% off. Now, of course, with inflation that's gone on in the last few years, these have, everything's gone up in price a little bit. That's still for the amount of, you get 34 servings in there, so little over $1 a serving. And the goodbye date on Augustin, a lot of them, not all of them, are 20 years or longer. So this is another reason why I really like Augustin Farms for your long-term freeze-dried storage. And you can check that out. I'll put a link. So they've got up the top here, you can see 15% off Black Friday deal. Let's see what they got going there. Oh, that's the big one. That's the big bucket. Okay, for your freeze-dried and dehydrated food. All right. So let's go ahead and give you the link for that, and you can check that out as well. I'm dropping this in chat, but again, if you're tuning in late, this is in the description as well. So there's the Augustin Foods one. All right. We're going to just keep going. And let me know in the comments and in the chat, have you guys done any shopping for yourselves or for family today? I still got a little bit more to do. Well, actually a lot more to do. This next one here is, again, bear with me. I think I see what I'm doing wrong here with these. Okay, that should work. Good. All right, next one here is Mission Darkness. Hey, Visions, good to see you. Just doing a little holiday shopping together here. Dropping the link in the chat. This is for Mission Darkness. So let me share that screen with you. All right, so if you don't know what this is, Mission Darkness does a lot of I am testing the limits of my bandwidth here. They do a lot of like EMP proofing and Faraday bags, things like that. Let me scroll on this a little bit and kind of show you. So they got small ones like that tablet size bag, the phone bag. There's even like little pocket size ones, so you could put your thumb drives in, things like that. And they have bigger ones here. You could actually build a whole duffel bag. So I'm not somebody who obsesses on the whole EMP thing. Honestly, I really don't. Could it happen? Sure. There's things that I think are much more likely to happen. Oh, they got the Cybertruck going there. What would I put in this? What would I put in a Faraday bag? Well, let's just think this through for a second. If there was an EMP, the things that would give you some superiority would be flashlights, comms, maybe some portable solar panels so you could charge these things back up, maybe some rechargeable batteries and the recharger that hooks to your portable solar panels. If you've got night vision, which can be very expensive, but if you've got night vision, that's going to give you some superiority. Drones, maybe you put a drone in there. Those are the kind of things that I would say are high importance. If I was going to build an EMP kit, those are the things that I would put in my EMP. So I would have my comms, a way to charge them up, rechargeable batteries, some flashlights, a battery recharger, a portable solar panel, night vision, and drone. That's going to give you technological superiority over most of the people in your area, right? Those are the things that I would prioritize. Now, some people have also said I would put like a Kindle in there loaded with ebooks of how to, right? How to, can goods, how to grow a garden, how foraging books, things like that. You could put all those things in there as well. So you've got like your little library saved in there. And again, if you're in the EMP bag and you've got a way to charge it through the portable solar panels, you're going to have some sustainability as long as there's sunlight. Okay. Again, not something I talk about a lot on this channel. Is it a possibility? Yes. If it's something that you're thinking about, this would be a company that I would look into. So again, I think I dropped the link there above. That's Mission Darkness. Okay. Let's stop sharing that one. And what else do I got for you today? All right. So in terms of power stations, right? The company that I actually had an affiliate with, I'm going to drop this in 1 second, actually went out of business. And I spoke to them, or they didn't go out of business. They stopped making solar power banks, solar power stations, solar generators, whatever you want to call them. And my understanding was that the reason that they did was they couldn't get the chips, right? So who are some brands that I would recommend? Well, Oops appears to be a pretty good brand. I do not have an Oops myself, but I would certainly trust them based on what some of my friends in prepping have said and recommended. Right there that I just dropped a link to Jackery on Amazon. Jackery is another good brand. Blue Eddy, EcoFlow, and Goal Zero. I would trust any of those brands for a solar power station. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you a quick look at that one. Share screen and Jackery. All right, so they have all different sizes on here. And I have something similar is what I've been trying to say to you, right? So the brand that I had, unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. And I love mine. We've been using it for over 3 years. It works fantastic. But I would go for if you're a beginner, I'd be looking for something like that, the 1,000-watt, and that include this one here. This package looks like it includes a 200-watt panel. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so that's $700. Black Friday deal right now, 46% off. That's a pretty darn good deal, guys. That's a pretty darn good deal. All right. In fact, let me drop a specific link if I can. They've moved things around on here. Okay, there we go. That's the link I want. So this will take you right to that deal. So I'm going to put this in chat. Yeah, I know, Aurora Knight. I'm sorry about that. And I know there's problems shipping some of this stuff to other countries as well. Like when I get into mirror safety, they consider some of this stuff to be like military gear. And it's for civilian use too. So if there is trouble getting some of this stuff out of the United States into other countries. That link there that I just showed you, that one is for that deal that I just linked for that 1,000-watt Jackery, and it comes with a 200-watt solar panel apparently, and that's a 46% off. That's about as good as a deal as you're going to find. If you don't want Jackery, again, I would recommend either Oops, EcoFlow, Blue Eddy, Goal Zero. Any of those should suit you just fine. We love our little portable solar generator. Solar power station is really what they are. It works fantastic. We use it all the time. I use it camping. We've used it for power outages. My wife uses it for her when she works markets, things like that. So they're really handy to have. It's one of the preps that we use more often than any of our other preps. All right, let's keep it rolling here, folks. Foraging. So sometimes people will ask me to recommend a foraging book. This is the foraging book that I recommend. I'm going to link it for you and I'm going to show it to you. Bear with me just one second. So this is the foraging book that I recommend. And I'm going to give you the link. Share screen. There we go. All right. So this is, slow it down there. All right. This is and I'm going to put the link in chat right now. This is the foraging book written by my friend, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, who I've also trained with several times for foraging classes. I consider him to be one of the best foraging instructors on the planet, not just in the United States, on the planet. He is absolutely brilliant. And if you ever get a chance to train with him, a lot of times he teaches at Georgia Bushcraft. You get a chance to train with him, you should. But if you're looking for let's see if I can show you some of the images here. So if you're looking for a foraging book to get started, this is the one that I recommend. This is the one that I want you to get. Okay. Fantastic. It's going to help you out a lot. But again, this is, what's it running right now? Looks like he's got it on sale right now for $13.50. I paid more than that, folks. I paid $22 for mine. Of course, mine's signed. Check it out. And again, if you get a chance to train with him, he will help you with your foraging quite a bit. And check out his channels. He's got a website. The guy's just brilliant, really. Really good dude too. Really solid person. So that is the foraging book that I recommend. Let's see. All right, this one, now we're going to get into a couple more. This one here is a little bit more higher end. If you're looking to spend some money and you want to get a big ticket item. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, so when we talk about, hey, everyday check, it's good to see you. Everyday life of an OCD check, it's good to see you. So these are, I'm going to give you a link here for e-bikes by DYU. Now, an e-bike, why are you talking about e-bikes, Sarge? This is a prepping channel. Well, we talk about bug out vehicles, don't we? Talk about bug out vehicles. Why not an e-bike? And again, we were talking about the EMP proofing things. You can EMP proof this with just a little bit of work, right? It's just, all you would need to do is remove the battery and put it in your Faraday bag, right? And they're running some amazing Black Friday sales. I have this one here, on the right, the DYU C3, and it actually folds up. Let me see if we can get a little look at this. It actually folds up, so you can put it in your trunk. Very easy to store. I was hoping they were going to show a picture of what it looks like when it's folded up, but nope, we don't have a picture of that. Oh, kind of. Hang on. Let me scroll back. All right, so let's see if it'll. Okay, see there, that picture there. So basically, the handlebars will fold down, and you can also remove the seat, and that makes it pretty easy. So you could fold it up and store it. Again, so let's say that even the battery failed. Let's say you ran out of power. It's got pedal, right? So you still are going to move faster than walking with this. Great option for thinking about as an emergency bug out vehicle. All right. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, we're gonna keep rolling here. Rhino Rescue. So I just did a. By the way, on those DYU books, the DYU bikes, discount code prepping will get you $50 off. Okay. Now, a lot of these times, if I give you the discount code, be aware that the sites, because they're doing such amazing deals for Black Friday, they may not let you combine my discount code with the Black Friday sale. And if they don't, it just means that the Black Friday sale is giving you a better discount than what my code can give you. Okay. Speaking of which, Rhino Rescue, I just did a review for 2 of their new first aid kits. And I love Rhino Red. Actually, guys, I'm going to tell you this. As far as like caring about the prepping community, there's your link for Rhino Rescue. As far as caring about the prepping community, Rhino Rescue is, in my opinion, the first aid kit company that we should be, linking up with. They do a fantastic job. They definitely are invested in the prepping community. Their tourniquets are torture tested, and they are running Black Friday sale with up to 60% off some of their items in their first aid kits. All right, so let's share a screen. Here we go. All right, so they're doing up to 60% off some of their items. Let's kind of scroll down here. I want to give you a couple examples here. So I've got this one here on the second to the left, the special edition IFAC trauma kit. I've got this one here, the trauma tactical kit, and I've got the tourniquet holder. And then they've got a new hiking kit. I think it's this one here. I just did the review on this. Now theirs looks a little bit different. Mine was like a fluorescent green, but that's basically the same thing that I just reviewed. There, it looks like the case has changed just a little bit. But you can watch that recent video that I did. It shows you like all the cool stuff that's included in here. These are very comprehensive. Yeah, this one looks a little bit different than the one I reviewed, but same idea. So looks like they're wanting you to use Black Friday as the discount code to get 22% off that one. Again, I've got a discount code that you can use if for some reason the item you want on there is not on a Black Friday sale. And my discount code is prepping_with_Sarge. Okay, all caps. All right, this next one here, Mirror Safety. Now, Mirror Safety, I have done reviews for a lot of their products as well. God is great. It's good to see you. How you doing? So there we go for that one. Mirror Safety, and I have a discount code with them. Sarge 10 will get you 10% off, but I have a feeling that they're running a deal that's even better than that right now. So let's take a look. And why would you need a gas mask, or why would you need potassium iodide? Well, if you live anywhere near a factory, a railroad, an airport, a military base, a port, I would be thinking about this. We've had just in the past year, we've had, I think, four chemical spills that made the national news, which means there's a lot more than that. 4 chemical spills that made the net. And when by the way, when there's a chemical spill like that, they're going to make you evacuate your home. It's not going to be safe for you to stay in your home. So you're going to need to get out of Dodge, and you're going to probably need or want to have forest fires as well. A good gas mask, a solid quality gas mask. So it looks like they're doing 25% off most items on their website. I would definitely check that out. They also have body armor. Let's take a look at the body armor. Let's see. There we go. Looks like they've got the level 4 plates. These can, a lot of times, these can also be used as your backpack inserts. Okay. I don't know if do they have soft armor? I'm not seeing it, but again, this is some of the stuff that, in the United States, we're lucky enough that we can get these things. Other countries, they don't necessarily let you have them. And I apologize for that. But level 4 plates, as you can see here, should be able to withstand like the rounds from an AR-15 and AK-47. Something to think about, folks. The world is kind of crazy. They also have, let's see if I can find it. They have potassium iodide too, which is if there's radiation fallout in your area, you take the potassium iodide to protect your thyroid. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there's the potassium iodide. I recommend you get enough of those for every member of your family. And again, it's not a bad idea. I used to think that it was kind of paranoid to get one of these gas masks, but after all the chemical spills and all the threats, all these countries that are threatening the United States, I'm not thinking like that anymore. It's a good prep to have. I have these ones here that you see on your screen right now, these potassium iodide pills. All right, let's check back chat real quick before I go on to the next thing. All right, no questions. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm just going to keep rolling. All right, Jace Medical. You guys have heard me talk about Jace Medical many times. Let's check them out. I know they're running some Black Friday stuff. And of course, if you watch this after Black Friday, you can use my discount code Sarge10 for $10 off the Jace case if you happen to miss the Black Friday sale. Okay, dropping my link, and I'm going to share the screen in just a second. Share screen. There we go. All right, so let's close that. $25 off. That's actually, so at the very top, I don't know if you can see that. That's actually one of the best deals that they've ever done. $25 off the Jace case. Code is Black Friday. And so what you're going to get with this is when you go on their website, you're going to do an online evaluation, and you're going to need to have a primary care physician because they're going to ask you that. And you can get you can get a Jace case, which here is on the left as an example of the Jace case, which is going to give you, I believe it's 5 different antibiotics and a medical book explaining which antibiotics are for which thing, right? So I know for a long time in the prepping community, people were doing things like getting fish biotics, which whether or not, we're not going to get into the controversy around that, it's getting harder and harder for people to get those for humans anyways. And they weren't legally supposed to be used for humans. And here's the thing, those fish biotics were just amoxicillin. This includes amoxicillin and 4 other antibiotics, because believe it or not every antibiotic is for every situation. You actually have to know which is the right antibiotic for which medical situation. So that's why they give you the book to go with it. Okay. And you can add stuff on to the Jace case, right? Which is really cool. And also look at this. They've got gift cards. I forgot about that until I just saw that. You can get a gift card. So you can get the gift card and gift this to a loved one for the holidays. But you can do add-ons to your Jace case. So as some examples, you can add on ivermectin. What's the one that's for nausea? Zofran. You can get asthma medications, seizure medications, some antidepressant medications are on here. There's a list here of all the different things you can get. EpiPen, right? You should be, if you need some of this stuff like seizure medication or whatever, you should be having an extra supply for emergencies, because if we get into a situation where, oh, this silver stuff is awesome for burns. I had 2nd-degree burns all over my back at one point, and they used that and I had no scarring. Let's see if I can scroll down a little bit more. This is this one down the bottom here, valacyclovir. That's an antiviral medication. Check. I think it's for more than just herpes. I actually think it's, I think that's the one that you can also use for shingles. Fact check that. I'm not medical advice here. This is just shooting off my hip here. But you can add some of these things on. And if you've got other situations going on like asthma, you need to have an emergency supply. You need to have an emergency supply because the supply chain could get disrupted. Again, there's a lot of countries that want to see the United States suffer, and there's countries threatening war with us right now. There's port strikes going on that are probably going to happen again, right? So you can't just have your monthly supply if you need life-saving medications. You just can't. It's not, you're not thinking ahead, and as preppers, we have to think ahead. So Jace Medical is the go-to, guys. They take care of you. They understand the prepping community. They care about the prepping community. I've been working with them for a few years. Really super happy to endorse them. I couldn't be more pleased with their service. All right, this next link is really long and can't figure out a way to shorten it, unfortunately. So this is for silver and gold, right? So sometimes people have asked me, well, how do I know that, Sarge, I'm interested in getting started in silver and gold, right? I'm worried about the future. I'm worried about the financial the dollar. I'm worried about what's going to happen with the dollar in the future. I'm worried about economic collapse. I'm worried about countries like the BRICS alliance that is trying to disrupt the dollar. What am I going to do? How do I get started without getting ripped off? People are afraid of getting fake silver and fake gold. You should be. There's a lot of counterfeit crap out there on the market. I don't personally, this always pisses people off when I say this. I don't buy off Facebook Marketplace. I don't buy off eBay anymore. I buy, and yes, you may end up paying a little bit more premium, but you're guaranteed that you're going to get real gold, real silver, and it's going to be delivered discreetly and safely to your home. You don't have to make this clandestine meeting in a dark alley to buy gold and silver off Facebook Marketplace, right? I know that pisses people off because some people make their money off that. Hey, I got to take care of my audience, and I want you to have real gold and real silver and to be safe about it. Okay, so this is AppMex. Let's go ahead and share this screen. Absolutely, Dawn. It's good to have that for burns. Yep. All right. Now they are, I'm going to actually go back on here later on for myself. They're doing Black Friday deals all weekend long. And whoops, I guess I'm on that page. Okay. So then you're just going to have to check because there's different things that are going to come up and it's only going to be good for like an hour or so. And they you've got the Platinum Britannias coming up. You've got a 1 ounce gold buffalo. If you're a big spender, $42 off the premium. That's almost at spot. That one on the left here, let's click on this. Folks, that's almost at spot price right there. So if you're a big spender, there's that would be one to jump on right there, that gold buffalo. All right. So keep an eye on them all weekend long. They're going to be doing some deals. Scroll down here a little bit. You've got the Mexican Libertads. You got peace dollars coming up. Let's see if it tells us. I guess it doesn't tell you what time it's coming. If it does, I'm not seeing it. So that's a good price for a brilliant uncirculated peace dollar. That's a really good price, actually. All right. So you want to get started on silver and gold? I say you do it safely. I made mistakes in my first 2 years of stacking. I bought silver and gold from all kinds of different places. And I know that I've got at least one piece of fake silver. Guess where I got that, folks, from? That was from eBay. All right, let's see. Blackbeard fire starters. Now, I've shown you my everyday carry lighter that I carry. Let's go ahead and see if we can find it on their website and see what they've got going for a deal. Let me give you a link in the chat for them. Blackbeard fire starters. So they don't just make fire starters, they make other stuff as well. Let's see, share screen. There we go. All right. So what are they doing for Black Friday? Shop now. Buy one, get one on certain items. Oh, look at that. They're already selling out of a lot of stuff. Now their fire plugs are amazing. This here is what I wanted to show you. And it's not sold out yet, folks. All right, this arc lighter here is my everyday carry. You should carry away at least one way to start a fire, especially if you're a prepper, especially if you're a survivalist, if you're a hiker or a camper, you should be carrying at least one way to start a fire. This arc lighter here that you see in this offer, and also this one also includes some stormproof matches, $29.99. It's a good deal. Rechargeable, basically waterproof, and I carry that with me all the time. I'm not a smoker, but as a survivalist, as a prepper, I always want to be able to start a fire wherever I go. As somebody who also likes to hike, absolutely. To be honest with you, I carry several ways to start a fire when I'm camping and hiking. All right, so that's Blackbeard fire starters. And again, let's see. I want to show you their fire plugs too. So you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you've seen these, right? Like I've shown you videos on these. They look like that. And yeah, you can get them wet just like he's showing in that little video there. And excuse me, they'll burn for several minutes, nice and hot, easiest way to get a fire started. And I've tested all kinds of different brands. I have to say that these Blackbeard fire starters, the fire plugs there, have overperformed. They overperform. They do not disappoint. And I don't think I've ever had a situation where I couldn't get a fire going with one of those. You can see on the right there how hot and bright that and big that flame goes once it gets started. And that's going to burn for, like, I've seen them go between 5 and 8 minutes in my tests. If you can't get a fire started with that, I don't know what to tell you, folks. All right, let's stop sharing on that one. Coffee First, how you doing? Appreciate you joining. We're just going through some Black Friday deals for items that I like. And if you're tuning in just now, there'll be links for all this stuff in the description as well. All right, and then of course we have our friends at Wazoo. Oh, and if you missed the Black Friday deal on the Blackbeard fire starters, by the way, coupon code Sarge, all caps, will get you 10% off. All right, Wazoo. Me too. Me too. It's hard not to spend money when it's on like Black Friday. All right, Wazoo Survival Gear is actually one of the first brands that I started working with, and they make some top of the line survival gear. Great stocking stuffers here. I'm going to show you a couple recommendations. That these are, in my opinion, some of the perfect stocking stuffers for the prepper or survivalist in your life, camper, hiker, whatever. All right, so sale is 30% off everything, and it's running through December 2nd. So what is that, Cyber Monday? I want to show you a couple of my recommendations on here. So fire starting necklaces. You guys have probably seen me wear this one in the middle here, the Spark necklace. I wear it all the time when I'm hiking, when I'm outdoors. You can start a fire with that. Basically, that's a ceramic piece. The white little shark tooth arrowhead shaped thing is a piece of ceramic, and that black piece is a ferrocerium rod. Now the leather straps, you could also strap a knife on too, and you can also touch up a blade with the ceramic tip there too. You can touch it up in the field to give it like a quick honing. So that's one. And then the sharpening necklace here, you've probably seen me wear this sometimes too. This is called the Viking whetstone. This is used to sharpen your knives, your fish hooks, your sewing needles, anything like that. It's got all kinds of different grooves in it for sharpening different things. You can even do serrated edges with this one because it's got like different edges to it. Let me see if I can show you an example. I don't know if a picture is going to really. Yeah, so basically the best way I can describe this is that there's different edges to the stone for different tasks, right? So there's a rounded one, there's like kind of a sharp one, there's different angles, and there's that groove for like your fish hooks and sewing needles. Great little product. $45 actually is a great price for what it is. They've done videos on their channel showing how it's made and how they reject anything that's got like the slightest imperfection. And so there's a reason why they can't give this to you for $5. If you find something like this for $5, it's probably not a good sharpening stone. It's a piece of garbage. There's a reason why that it's as good as it is. They use Arkansas novoculite, and they are very, very rigid with their testing to make sure that you're getting a good stone when it's shipped to you. So that's another thing. When I'm hiking, it's always in my bag. I always have that one. Orlando Preppers, good to see you. I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving weekend. New York City OG Preppers, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm having a good one here. Doing a little bit of shopping and showing you guys some deals that I think you all might like. So if you're tuning in now, scroll back to the beginning at some point, check out the deals that I've already shown. And don't forget to check in the description. I've got most of the stuff that you're going to see here is in the description. And if you missed the Black Friday deal or the Cyber Monday deal, I usually get discount codes in there too. So, don't worry if you can't get it this weekend, just swing back to here. You can use my discount code and you'll still get a pretty decent discount. All right, next one here that I'm putting in the chat is Grail. Grail makes fantastic water filters, and it serves a very specific niche for me. when I'm hiking, and actually when I'm traveling. Recently, when I went to Blade Show this year, there was a there was an issue with the water in where it was going on in Atlanta. They were recommended that people purify their water. Well, considering that I was staying in a hotel, I didn't really have the ability to boil my water, so that's what something like this would serve for. So traveling or hiking, this is the one that I carry with me. I'm going to show you the one that I have, and what are they doing for Black Friday here? Let's see, 25% off. All right, let me show you the one that I got. I have I think it's this one here. Yep, the 24-ounce GeoPress, and the way that it works, actually, this is the one that I have right here exactly. The way that it works is there's a filter built in down here at the bottom of it. So you remove the inner part, and you fill, it's like a cup, basically. So you're going to fill the cup. Let's see if we can show a picture of it right there. You fill that cup with water, as long as it's not salt water. And then you're going to press it down like they're showing in that video into the cup. And as you're pressing it through, it's filtering the water. This is one of the best water filters on the market. That's what the water filter inside looks like. You could add electrolytes to improve the test. Okay. Now, for home, you might use something else. You might use like a big Berkey or something like that. But this is the one I use for travel. This is also the same one that stays with my bug out bag. Okay. So check it out if you're going to go on there. I also recommend that you get a couple extra filters as long as you're going to take advantage of that sale. And that's Grail. Fantastic water filters. All right, thanks Everyday Life. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend. I really appreciate you. All right, keep going here. We got a few more. Now, if you've been watching my channel lately, you know I've been reviewing a lot of knives for Holtzman and Gorilla Survival. The pocket knife that is my everyday carry, I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you every year I switch it up, and I'm going to show you the one that my next year's one is going to be. So link incoming in chat right now. There you go. And if you catch this afterwards, my discount code is Sarge, all caps, for 10% off. Let's go to share screen. Boom. All right. So let's go to the folding knives first. So they're doing right now, if you use their deals, you're going to get a better deal than my discount code. But if you use my affiliate links on these guys, it does still help me out. So I appreciate that. All right. So the one that has been my everyday carry for the past year was the Venture Point. That's right here. So you probably have seen that in a lot of my videos. D2 steel. This on sale right now for $64.95. This is a fantastic little knife. And you're going to get a gift box like that with a sharpening stone, cleaning cloth, and carrying case. What a great gift for your dad. Or for if mom likes pocket knives. What a great gift. This knife has done fantastic for me. Absolutely no regrets. Now, every year, I do switch up my pocket carry. It's a little gift to myself that I do. I get myself a new pocket knife that'll be my EDC for the next year. And I already have mine. And I'll show you. It was a toss-up for me between the Silver Fox, which you see on the left. That was one of the ones I was thinking about. And what I ended up going with was, where is it? Is it on page 2? This one here, the Sentinel. So this is my everyday. This is going to be my EDC for 2025. Okay. And I just did a review on this. You can go and check that review. And again, you're going to get this beautiful gift box. Easy to wrap it up for put it under the Christmas tree or for Hanukkah. You're going to get a knife, sharpening stone, carrying case, and cleaning cloth. On sale right now for $64.95. And if you check the review, you will see that is a fun little slick knife. Really cool. All right. But I also did a review on some of their fixed blade knives recently. So let's show you which ones that I reviewed, and I can happily recommend. Although I can tell you I've reviewed enough of their products at this point to say that I trust anything on their website. Let's see. So I have this gray Tanto here on the left. That's a great little survival kit knife. And I have the Bushwhacker. There it is. There's the Bushwhacker. I think mine is the 1095 steel one, though. So let me see if I can find that. That's D2 there. So a lot of their knives are either 1095 high carbon or D2. Both are fine steels. There it is. So I just did a review on this one here, the Bushwhacker. Got a lot of positive feedback on that one. Comes with a nice kit. You got the ferro rod there on the right, the ferro rod striker. Get a little bit of paracord, and the ferro rod striker and the ferro rod actually will go into that Kydex sheath. So I did some testing on that one. You can go and check that website. We even did some what do you call it? We did some chopping. We did some batoning with that thing. That's the Bushwhacker 1095 steel. And I need to come back and rate that because that is a 5-star knife. All right. How we doing? Do you have a discount code for Grail? I don't, unfortunately, but their website's doing a great sale right now. So even if I had a discount code, usually for the affiliates, it's usually like 10% or 15%. And I think I forget what it said, 25% maybe. So that's going to be better than what I would be able to get you anyways. All right. Next one, PowerTech flashlights. So they were doing some big sales. Again, if you watch this afterwards, discount code Sarge, all caps, will get you 15% off. But I'm pretty sure that what I saw when I looked at this was even better than that. So let's take a look. PowerTech flashlights makes a lot of flashlights for law enforcement agencies and also for the Israeli Defense Force. Very, very solid flashlights. PowerTech.com. It's not an affiliate link. And let's see, what are they doing? Oh, I gotta share screen. Sorry. Share screen. PowerTech flashlights. There we go. What are they doing? I know they were doing a Black Friday sale. But anyways, I've got the M5. And let's see. I'll show you the ones that I've reviewed and tested. I got the N5. I've got the E9R, third one to the right. That E11 is a good little pocket one. The Saber, if they still make it, let me see. See if we can find the Saber. I really liked the Saber. Yeah, so this Saber here, let me show you this. So you can, it's like a transformer basically. You can make it into half size by unscrewing it or double size. If you double it up like that, it's a little bit stronger. Just uses one extra battery. All right, that's what it looks like full size. And you can basically, you unscrew half of it and it becomes half size. So it uses AAA batteries. To maximum output, if you have both of them screwed together, is 239 lumens. That should be good enough to light up most rooms, light up your backyard pretty good. Perfect little size for backyard, back pocket, pocket carry, EDC. Sorry, I couldn't find the words. EDC. It's a great little flashlight. That's the one that I was EDCing and I lost it at Blade Show. So I actually need to get another one. Maybe I'll do that today. But I thought they were doing a Black Friday sale. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Sale. Okay, it's certain items. Okay, so what's the E10 going for? That's $10 off right now for the E10. Again, that's probably another good pocket-sized flashlight for your EDC. All right, that's PowerTech. Yeah, me too, man. I've got way too many flashlights, to be honest with you. So if we ever do have like a apocalypse and the power goes out, grid down, power out, I should be able to get everybody in my neighborhood a flashlight. All right, couple more here. We're getting into. I'm getting near the end of this. Sunjack is another. It's kind of a newer company that I've been working with. They make portable solar panels. So we were talking about the EMP thing earlier. And what would you put in your Faraday bag? This is a really good example. This is a really good example. And if you're watching this afterwards, discount code Sarge10 for 10% off. But let's see what they're doing for Black Friday. Let me give you a link in chat. All right, let's go ahead and present, share screen. I'll show you what I use, and we'll see what they got going for Black Friday here. Okay, so we got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 25% off. I will show you the one that I got, and if you got, bear with me here. I'm looking. I think is it that one there? The 40 watt or 60 watt? I think I got the 60 watt. So to give you an idea of the size, there you go. That should give you some scale in that picture there. So if you had one of those Faraday duffel bags that we were showing earlier from Mission Darkness, that would easily fit in there, and that's going to protect it. So you might be the only person in your neighborhood that's able to charge up flashlights and batteries and things like that. It might be the only person in the neighborhood that's got a drone or night vision or walkie-talkies, comms, whatever. But you would need to have something like this protected in the Faraday bag to be able to keep that going. Okay, so so what I'm saying is, yeah, it's great to have a Faraday bag and put in your walkie-talkie and your flashlights and your drone and your night vision goggles and all that kind of stuff. That's great. But if you don't have a way to also charge them back up, what are you going to do? So you're also going to want to get like some kind of portable solar panels like this. And I use these when we're camping and haven't had to use them for a power outage yet. But basically, I could use this to hook up to my solar generator, aka solar power bank, to charge that back up as well. So as long as there's sunshine, you've got power, right? To small things, not to everything, but to small things, okay? And you can also use this to charge up your power banks. For those of you guys have power banks, also a good thing to throw into your Faraday bag, right? Throw a few power banks in there. So that's Sunjack. I've got a review up. You can check out my review on Sunjack on that. I believe it was that 60 watt panel. And I used it also when I was recently camping. Very, very happy with that. Nice little piece of kit to have for prepping, for off-grid, for van life, RV life, whatever, if you want a little bit of extra power. All right, this one here is not a affiliate link, but they are a company that I'm an affiliate with, and that is Pine Tree Garden Seeds. And their website is www.superseeds.com. And let's take a quick look, see what they're doing for a Black Friday deal. Right now, this is probably one of the best deals you're going to see from them all year long. Sorry, I got to do a share screen. Share screen. Pine Tree Garden Seeds, superseeds.com is 20 for you. Use coupon code 20 for you for 20% off. Okay, so if you catch this after that sale has expired, then you're going to want to use discount code Sarge10 for 10% off orders 20 or more. Obviously, their Black Friday deal is better than the one I can give you. So check them out. And if you follow them on Instagram or anything like that, tell them Prepping with Sarge sent you, please. That does help me out, that they know that I'm promoting them. That actually, I talked about Wazoo gear before. Pine Tree Garden Seeds was actually the first company that I worked with. They were the first brand that I linked up with, and they didn't contact me. I contacted them and said, hey, I've been using your seeds for over, I think it was at that time, let me see, when did I start this? 11 years at that time. So it's longer now. Contacted them and said, I've been using your seeds for 11 years, had really good results. I really want to promote you to my audience. And we worked out a deal together. So I love that company. I love their seeds. I have really great results. Check them out, Pine Tree Garden Seeds, at www.superseeds.com. All right. I got 3 more for you, then we're going to call it a night or call it a day because I got to get some more shopping done for myself. Next one here. This link is a little bit weird. So in the description of my video, for some reason, it's not going to, it's because it doesn't have the HTTP. It won't be a clickable link, but you can copy it to go to it. So it's Zonely Home. Zonely Home. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, it's good to see you. Zonely Home makes those heated electric blankets, and I just did a review for that as well. So There's your Only Home link. Again, probably not clickable in my description because YouTube doesn't like the link if it's not HTTP. But that's the link. It works, I assure you. And let's go ahead and take a look at them. I've tested 2 of their blankets, and I'm going to tell you why I think this is a prep that you should consider having. So, and if you Black Friday deal, 10% off, code is BFCM10. All right, let me see what my code is. Hang on. So I can get you 10% off too. So my code matches this. My code is Tom10 because I'm Tom Sarge. Tom10, and that'll get you 10% off. All right. So why would you want a heated blanket? So let's take a look. These are cordless, and they run by a battery pack. So you can see, if I get my thing off of it and it stops moving around, you can see the battery pack there on the left. So basically it plugs in, your blanket plugs into that, and it will run based on high, low, or medium settings for a number of hours. It is swappable with other power banks. So if you have other battery banks, it works fine with those as well. And again, if you live in a harsh winter environment, maybe this is something you want to think about for a grid down. Yeah, maybe you've got that wood stove and that fireplace. Maybe you've got those kerosene heaters, right? But maybe at nighttime you don't want to run those. Maybe you want to just sleep with the blanket and save some of your firewood, save some of your kerosene, and or not have to worry about the safety of those things. I slept on my recent trip to Georgia Bushcraft. It was 57 degrees out, and this was all I used. I didn't use my sleeping bag, and it kept me warm all night long. It ran for about 6.5 hours, and then I swapped out for another power bank that I had, and it got me through the rest of the night, and I was toasty warm the whole night long. You can also wrap it around yourself like a poncho like that. So in the morning when you're coming out of your tent and you're trying to warm up, get that coffee and fire going, and be able to stay nice and toasty warm until you get that going, okay? And again, if you're thinking about, well, what about an EMP, Sarge? Well, then you could throw those battery banks, or you could get another duffel bag, throw the whole blanket in there and protect it that way. And also, when you're not running a fire, you're also running a lot more stealthy, aren't you? Right? So if you're running a fire or a fireplace or a wood stove, people are going to smell that all around. Maybe you don't always want to be known that you've got firewood or that you're running a fire in there. Maybe you want to be stealthy, right? So this makes no sound and keep you nice and toasty warm. It's a great little prep to have. In fact, my wife is working tonight. She's working outside, and I'm sending mine with her to, we've got 2 of them actually. So one of them is hers, sending it with her to keep her nice and toasty warm. Well, because it's supposed to be, I think down in the low 50s tonight. I can't remember exactly what it is. But I think overnight it's supposed to get really cold. We're supposed to get our first serious frost here. So I've got to go cover my lemon plants, but I digress. All right, let's go ahead and stop sharing that one. That's Only Home. And again, that's just one of those preps that I don't think a lot of people think about, but it's a really good prep to have. And it's a nice gift. Even if somebody's not a prepper, having a heated blanket in the wintertime is a really nice gift. Maybe your grandpa wants that. There you go. Good for sitting in the blind. Perfect. I love that. That's a great idea. Hey, Rural, it's good to see you. All right, I think I got 2 more. We're almost done here, folks. All right, one of my latest things here that I reviewed was a knife from Glow Rhino. And Glow Rhino makes some really, really high-end gear. Okay, these are not $5 gas station knives. Okay, so know that when you go into that. These are, the knife that I reviewed was Magna Cut, which is like one of the best steels that you could possibly work with. When we talk about Magna Cut, when you talk about steel, here's what you need to know. When you talk about steel, let me share the screen so we can start looking and you don't have to just look at my ugly face. Glow Rhino. So let's do this. All right, when we talk about, they also make these tritium key fobs, which glow in the dark. But let's take a look at their knives. And where is the one that I reviewed? The Xylard. Okay, so this is, I just reviewed this one. And you can see the price point there is $199. I told you this is a higher end knife, okay? Why is it $199? Well, when you talk about prices of knives, there's a couple things that are factors. Number one is, and probably the biggest factor, is what kind of steel are they using? This is Magna Cut steel, right? Magna Cut is like a unicorn of steel. when you're working with steels, you typically have to make a choice between durability, edge retention, and corrosion resistance. And it's very, very difficult to get all three at a very high level. MagnaCut does that. It's very expensive to work with. It also has a tendency to damage the equipment that's being used to make it. So a lot of companies don't even make this, and the ones that do, they're absorbing some risk to their equipment. So that's going to add to the cost of it. Now watch the video, and I want you to watch my reaction. This is the first MagnaCut knife that I had, and I want you to watch my reaction as I tested this thing out. I'm a true believer now. And the other thing that it has is in the base there, it's got tritium. Okay, so this is what tritium looks like. It's a radioactive isotope, and it's not harmful to you in small quantities. It's not harmful. It's contained in a little glass tube. And what's the purpose of that? Besides, it looks really cool in the dark. That glows in the dark, and you'll be able to, if you drop your knife, you'll be able to get it. So you'll be able to find it. But they also make a lot of other things on their website. Let me show you these glow fobs. And I have a couple of these. I just haven't worked with them yet. So let's take a look at this one here, the tritium glow fob. And what would you do with these? Again, it glows in the dark. So maybe you're going to attach it to, and glow, unlike glow in the dark paint or glow in the dark, a lot of stuff that's glow in the dark, that typically will only glow for a short period of time and then it stops. This will glow all night long, and it lasts between 10 and 13 years. So I wanted to see if there's a picture of it in the dark. I guess there you go, on the right. So they've got it attached to their pet's collar there. You could attach this to your keychain. You could attach this to your flashlight. I've got one that's attached to my bedside flashlight. So in the middle of the night, bump in the night, first thing I can do is find my flashlight quick. Then I can find my pew, pew, pew. And then if there's a threat in the house, we're gonna assess that threat. All right. So this is Glow Rhino. And they've got some cool, let's go back to they got some Black Friday deals going on. 30% off. I'm assuming that's for most items, if not all. But if you're watching this on replay, you can use my discount code, why didn't I put that in there? Oh, darn it. I got to go back and add that in. I do have a discount code for them. It's in the Xylard. Hang on. Bear with me a second. I thought I had a discount code. Maybe I don't. Oh, my bad. I thought I had a discount code. I'm gonna have to reach out to them and ask if I'm eligible for a discount code. But anyways, check them out. And if you use, let's see, I will get a commission if you use my link. So let's do that. So let's drop the link again here in chat and check them out. Seriously impressed with them. That MagnaCut is phenomenal. Like, I'm a true believer now. It's going to be hard for me to go back to other steels after playing with that MagnaCut. Let's share that there too. Again, link is in description. All right, we got one more here, I think. I'm going to start to wind this one down. So I don't have any videos on this yet. They're coming. Odin Wolf is my latest brand partner, Odin Wolf Knives. Let's take a look. And I do have a discount code for them. Odin Wolf Knives. Okay, so are they doing, 25% off. Let me share the screen with you. All right, here's my link for Odin Wolf Knives, also in the description. This is the last thing I'm going to show you today. And let's share the screen. Odin Wolf Knives. Here we go. All right, Odin Wolf Knives. This is a company that, oh, cool. When you go on their screen, it tells you that the discount code is applied. That's really cool. That's Odin Wolf Knives. If you're watching this, that's classy. I like that down the bottom. All right, so they reached out to me. I watched some of their reviews. Everything I watched was really impressive, and so I said, "All right, let's give you guys a try." I don't have the videos for you yet. You're gonna have to hang tight. They're coming. I'm gonna be reviewing. I think it was this W3, but I'll show you this, and I'll show you another one that looked really impressive to me as well. So there's a full tang fixed blade knife, D2 steel. Again, I'm a fan of D2 steel. D2 steel, if you're not familiar, is tool steel. Okay, so Very, very hard. It has a high hardness rating, high durability rating. Some people find it a little challenging to sharpen, but once you sharpen it, it holds the edge for a really long time and has a very high durability rate to it. So again, remember what I was saying earlier, steels have trade-offs. They all have pros and cons. And so D2 steel, its pro is that it's very hard and it holds an edge really well. Its con is that it can be a little bit tricky to sharpen, but once you got it sharpened, it holds it for a really long time. So this one here is a full tang fixed blade knife, and included is a polymer sheath. It's got the little belt lock there, belt loop lock, fire starter, and a mini whetstone. So let's see if we can see. I'm guessing that silver or that gray piece in there, that's the whetstone. And there's your ferro rod there. So stay tuned. I'll do some testing on this stuff for you so that you can see. But I did a lot of research on this one before I partnered up with them. And that is the W3 from Odin Wolf. And I'll show you the other knife that I really liked and looked impressive to me is these little mini Scandies. These are really good for wood carving. Little neck knife if you guys like neck knives. So this is the mini Scandi. That one's only $24.90 and free shipping. Full tang D2 steel. It's a great little neck knife, backup knife. Also includes a fire starter necklace. All right. So everybody, and there you go to give you size, about the size of your cell phone. Everybody who reviewed this that I saw was really impressed with it. And again, everybody said, yeah, this is a good little woodworking knife. All right. That one's only $24.90. So you could use my discount code on that as well. And that is Odin Wolf Knives. That's my latest company that I have signed up with. New York City OG Prepper, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, no problem. You have a great day as well. Yeah, we could do it. We could do a self-defense video. That'd be cool. I like that. I definitely like talking about self-defense. All right, folks, we're gonna start to wind this one down. I want to say, there you go. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you, Orlando. So I want to say, guys, remember, yes, this is a great time of year for getting some gear for yourself and definitely thinking about your family, your loved ones. Also, Cyber Monday is coming up as well. But let's not forget the real reason for the season of course, right? Is if you're Christian, it's about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you're not Christian, then okay, just think about it as it's the season of gratitude and giving and kindness of spirit. But for those of us who are Christian, we know that it has a much deeper meaning than that. So I know this video was all about stuff. I got to get the stuff, and yeah, I love my gear. But there's more to it than that, right? So one of the things that I like to do, I talked about this on my last stream, is I actually just did this. I buy like 25, 30 scratch tickets, just the dollar ones, nothing special. And I will randomly give them out to people throughout the holiday season, strangers usually. And somebody in line looks like they're having a bad day, a mom who's dealing with a fussy child in the store, a cashier who just got yelled at by an angry customer. Just keep them in your pocket, keep a few in your pocket. And when you see somebody's having a bad day, just give them one and say, hey, I hope you win. This is for you. Merry Christmas. Do it for a stranger. Spread that cheer around. That type of generosity, and it's only $1, right? Like it's not talking about a whole lot of money, but that type of kindness, little acts of giving like that can change a person's day, right? Because Christmas is also a hard time for a lot of people. A lot of people have lost loved ones, and it makes it a hard holiday for people. A lot of people are struggling financially. The economy has been an absolute mess for the last 4 years. I do believe we're coming out of it, and we're gonna be moving into a very good, prosperous time if we can stay out of war. That's the key. If we can stay out of war, I think we're moving into a very prosperous time. But people are struggling, and so let's remember that as well. And if you're in a position to give a little bit, then give a little bit, okay? And remember, more than anything else, your time is the best gift that you can give to somebody, especially your loved ones, especially your kids, your grandparents, and things like that, right? So give that gift above and beyond anything else. Is give your time and give your kindness and give your spirit to other people. Be grateful for this season, all right? I hope you all are having a great weekend. Don't get overwhelmed with all the holiday shopping and stuff like that, make it fun. All right. Keep planting your seeds. Oh, so I won't be live tonight. This is my Friday live stream for this week. I will not be live tonight. Make sure you check out Bacon and anybody else who's going live tonight. Austrian Stracker, we're winding down. I'm about to close this one out, but feel free to do rewind if you want. I've got links for everything that I showed tonight and probably a couple other description below that I didn't show. So check those out as well. I hope you're having a great holiday season. I hope it's off to a great start, and I hope you have a great weekend. Keep planting your seeds. Keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge. Thanks, everybody.